Hey, what's going on, everybody? Servo here. Welcome back to the channel. Today it's time for our everything you need to know before the upcoming update. Now, the emotional rescue update is dropping this Wednesday on August 20th, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It looks like there's a lot of stuff to do this time around, and we have a new realm. We have a lot of different ways we need to prepare, so we're ready for launch day. Now, if you guys are wondering, I will be live streaming this during a reset, as soon as the update drops. We're going to go in, we're going to purchase literally everything. We're going to check out the new star path. We're going to check out the realm. We're going to welcome the characters in the valley, all the good stuff. So be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Be sure you do, because I am going to have a lot of videos and streams coming up. I'm also going to be showing you how to complete the upcoming Memory Mania event and so much more. So I'd love to have you in our community. And let's jump right into it. Oh boy, where do we even start? There's a lot to do. I mean, you don't have to do any of these. Definitely take the game at your own pace. But if you want to be a little extra prepared, which I'm assuming you are, that's why you clicked on this video, go to the shop. Go down to Moonstones. Look at them. Take it in. And resist the urge to purchase anything out of here. At least until the update drops. Because there is a good chance we could get another seasonal bundle. So it's just like an extra bonus to actually be able to get Moonstones. So instead of spending $50 here to get 14,500 Moonstones, you may be able to next week spend, the $50 here and get these Moonstones plus an extra house and a outfit. So don't purchase Moonstones until reset. And then even in the rest of the premium shop for this week, I would think if you actually truly want these items, you could pin them if you want. If you want them, go ahead and pick them up, of course. But next week should have a lot of new items. We actually saw a little trailer of some new premium shop items that are coming to the game. We're going to have Lucky from 101 Dalmatians. Usually when they show these off in the trailer, that's like the day one launch. So it should be Lucky there. We also have the Hops little farming stand right here. And then they also showed off another house, like a little cart house, which is kind of interesting. So if you pair up the new items, plus if you pair up the star path, you're going to be out almost 9 to 10,000 Moonstones just on those items. So yeah, be mindful with your Moonstones this week. Now, this is a realm update, and that means you're going to need Dreamlight. So the realm is actually going to be right here. This is going to have Riley's little icon on it. And I'm assuming that this is going to be at least 15,000 Dreamlight. The other realms have been 15,000 up here as well. We had Aladdin and then Alice in Wonderland. So I do not think that they're going to make this even more expensive, especially since the realm doesn't look like it's going to be that much bigger compared to some of these other ones. Honestly, it looked like the Aladdin realm was very advanced and it was like 15,000, and we're on the top floor. So I think they're going to keep that across the board. Farm up your Dreamlight. There's still no really good way to do Dreamlight or farm it up, except for going in here, doing these repeatables over and over and over. But there is one other thing that you can do that's actually going to be very helpful. If you have completed the level 7 Cheshire Cat quest, you will unlock this uncrafting station. Do not touch this until the update, because they are switching this from uncrafting stuff using Dreamlight to uncrafting stuff using the little star Scrooge coins. Okay, so do not touch this at all until the update, because the coins are so much easier to get compared to Dreamlight. And then if you've ever crafted the medium chest or the large chest here, you can actually break those down to get Dreamlight back. I've already done that. That's actually how I have 159,000 Dreamlight. But yeah, you will be able to on Wednesday break those down, get all 100% of the Dreamlight back using just the Scrooge coins. I kind of wish I would have waited, because I wouldn't have had to spend Dreamlight to get Dreamlight back. So that's just a major tip. Now for my next tip, it is the Inside Out update. You know what that means? Time to farm up memory orbs. Now we always have to have memory orbs for, the star path. And it's always a good idea to farm up some memory orbs. That way, whenever you're in the middle of your star path grind, you don't have to just stop and then actually go out of your way to get 5 orbs to spawn. You can go ahead and do it now, prepare, and then have a little memory orb farm right here, so you could just pick them up. I have a feeling, since this whole update is revolving around memories, they may end up giving us that task more than they have in the past. It could pop up 5 times to go out and farm 5 memory orbs. So this is the time to do it. I'm going to show you a trick to actually get this done faster, where you can spawn these memories instantly. And for that, you are going to need this Vizier's like cooking station, or you could also use the cooking station we got from the summer sizzle event. It works very quickly, or you could even just use the standard one, but this one is the fastest. So you want to turn off your skip results screen, and then you want to go to a simple dish, something you have a lot of ingredients of. So crackers works really good for this. So I have like 223 crackers up there. I'm going to get out my controller, and I'm going to hit select and then start on the controller. And we're going to do this very fast. I'm not speeding this up. And as you see, memory orbs will spawn. So this is a great way to actually farm these. Now, I don't recommend that you actually do it in a nicely decorated room. I literally just decorated this room just so you guys have something to look at. But you could keep the memories in here, or you could do it in an empty room like this. Go into furniture mode and then reset the room like this. And it'll automatically put the memory orb in your inventory. So then you could drop this back down here or on a floating island and reset it and keep picking it up. Or you could just go store them in a chest. So that's just a little bonus tip for you. But if you don't want to do all that, just do some farming, some gardening. Pumpkin farming is like also one of the best ways to just go out and actually get memories to spawn. And up next, we are going to need to go back over to Eternity Isle. It's been a long time. Get out your time bending staff, and we are going to need to farm up some mist because we have 3 brand new floating islands tied specifically to the Rift in Time DLC. Now, this is a free update, but you do have to have a Rift in Time in order to access these 3 new floating islands, and each of them is going to be 10,000 mist. So not Dreamlight, but mist. So go around here, start farming up some of this, at least probably 10,000 to get one, and then you can take your time unlocking the other ones. But mist isn't too difficult to get. Obviously, if you actually have a bunch of villagers that are time benders, the more villagers that you have that are time benders, the more mist you're actually going to get. You can also go over here and start completing your mist duties. These are like repeatables, just like Dreamlight. And then you also have these other tasks over in Eternity Isle. So like harvest dates, I could go and do that. I could get one more that'll give me 200. I could go catch some fish. So you can go ahead and go through your milestone achievements right here. As you see, I only have 4,220 mist. So before the update, I am going to have to come over here and farm. I'll probably do this on a live stream, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. If you guys want to join me, we could all have a little mist farming date. And don't forget, you can actually go and farm this in the regular valley as well. Doesn't have to be an Eternity Isle. I just like to go over here because you can also do those milestones. Alrighty, so this next one isn't exactly something you need to do before the update, but you guys remember whenever you went over here to your collections, we have the companions, we have the teal baby dragon and the black Pegasus. There was like no way to actually get these. Well, if you own Storybook Vale, and starting this Wednesday during the Emotional Rescue update, they actually posted that these will be available during that time. Now, I don't know if we're going to have to go out and tame these or if they're just going to arrive in our mailbox or if they're going to be in a specific biome. I'll know more and be able to let you guys know about that during the update. But just keep your eyes out in the valley for these companions, and also maybe go ahead and get some food. The Pegasus love a good old bowl of gazpacho, and then baby dragons love like pure ice and magma, so maybe go ahead and farm up a little bit of those. Again, you do have to own Storybook Vale to be able to get these new companions. And while you're over here, if you actually picked up your snippet lures, now would be a good time to actually start placing them down. I personally did because it was lagging my game like crazy. And if you guys remember, I made a video on this, and snippet lures are the absolute like best way to level up characters and companions. So I would go in and set these up. That way you have tons and tons of lures ready, just completely full. Then you can come over here and harvest them all. That way you can level up Joy and Sadness very, very quickly, and also your new companions. Now, another great way to level up your companions would be gardening again. So if you don't have snippet lures or access to Storybook Vale DLC, then I would recommend making a big garden. Now would be time to actually fix your garden. You replant all your pumpkins, your canola, whatever you're using, and then you can take them with you and level them up that way. Now, for the next thing that you could do to prepare is actually get familiar with the motifs in the game. Now, if you didn't know, they're actually making it where you will now be able to apply motifs to your pictures, your photos, any pictures you take in the game. And also, you can apply them to your dream snaps, which is definitely going to be different. It's going to change up how we actually go and do a dream snaps. And I'm not sure how voting's going to go, but you may be one of those people that have been collecting motifs. You're just not interested in actually looking at them or creating with them. Now you might, because they're essentially stickers for your photos. And after that, it's time to think about where we want to put their house. So we know their house is going to be this like giant tower. It is pretty much headquarters from the actual film. And the overall aesthetic looks very futuristic. So if you have a futuristic build, now would be the time to find out where you want to drop it down in there. Or you could start decorating a futuristic place. That way, when you welcome them into the valley, you're not just dropping them in an open field. No judgment, I do it as well. But it makes it more special when you have a little area cut out for them. Doesn't look like the footprint of this house is going to be too large. And also some other items that are going to look great if you have some of these houses is like the V8 Cafe. It's another very large futuristic build. Eve's house is literally perfect to pair this up next to them. And also, it's going to be nice to have them, you know, have Eve as a neighbor for the Inside Out characters. Now, I know this one is very obvious, but it's very important. Now would be the time to actually do your dream snap this week. Now, while you won't get your moonstones or your results when the update drops, you will the next week. But after spending like 10,000 moonstones, it's going to be really crucial that you replenish some of those, because we're going to have a lot of like things coming out. We're going to have a lot of stuff in the premium shop. We also need to replenish what we lost in the star path. So make sure you submit a dream snap this week. Even if you can get 900, 1200 moonstones, it's going to be very, very helpful. If you get 900, 1200, that's almost half of the star path right there, just for doing a quick setup in a dream snap. And then you may end up getting 2500. You could also get 4000 moonstones, which is going to pay for a lot of stuff. Now, it's not just moonstones that are going to cost you with this update. We are going to need lots and lots of Scrooge coins. So now is the time to get back out there and farm for pumpkins. Pumpkins. Definitely pumpkins. They're like the best money crop. But you're going to have to buy stuff out of Scrooge shop. He's going to be bringing many new items like always. Also, if you want to buy duplicates in Scrooge's store for like premium shop items, it's going to cost a lot. But there may be something you're not thinking about. We are getting additional stalls in the DLC maps. So they did mention that you're going to have to re-upgrade all of these stalls. We have Moana's boat, we have Tiana's stall, we have Aladdin's stall. So we are probably going to have to spend tons and tons of like little star Scrooge coins on this. And I got to be honest, this is something we don't want to miss out, because these stalls in these DLC maps are going to save you so much time and so much grind and help you get some rare resources. I'm not sure yet if Beast's like flower greenhouse is going to make its way over there, but we all remember how expensive that was. It was almost like 1,000,000 coins just for that. So get on that money grinding, get your star coins, and plant those pumpkins. Now, guys, that's mostly it for the more important ones. If you guys have any tips, let us know down below. There is the OG classic one of don't do what I'm doing now by removing your night thorns. But I don't think this one is as important as it used to be, because usually the star path doesn't really have that task to actually go out and get a bunch of night thorns. Sometimes they do. We'll have it once or twice, but it's not that really like important. It is something you could do if you wanted, just have it ready for day one, grind through your star path. But yeah, that's it for the video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have the best day. I hope you enjoyed the update, and I'll see you in the next one.